Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Ron Nicoletti. We're here to look at Sunday's 11 race card, but I'm surrounded by the most beautiful women in the world. These are some of the semifinalists for the state of Florida for the 2014 Miss Racing Queen. Let's get right to those track and weather conditions. The main track fast, turf course firm. Our first race is 6-furlong sprint. It's a claiming event. Fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races. Scratch the 2. Highland Sarah, the jockey on the number 6, is Elvis. Thank you very much, Trujillo.
They're off. And it's Paraguana right out to take the early lead. Away running in second is Fast Fantasy. Tiger Key is out running in third. Aggie H is fourth early, guided to the inside, 2.5 lengths off the lead. Baby Gaviota and Exclusive Sage are at the back with a half-mile to go. Paraguana and Fast Fantasy a neck apart, and they'll take them into the turn together through a 22-2 first quarter mile. 3 lengths more to Aggie H and Tiger Key side by side. And then it's Baby Gaviota who's got 7 lengths to make up. And Exclusive Sage has dropped well off the pace here as Fast Fantasy has the lead from Paraguana coming to the quarter pole. These two together and 4 lengths ahead of Tiger Key. They went a half and 45 flat. They're into the stretch. Paraguana still in it, just to the inside of Fast Fantasy, and they'll come to the 8th pole together. Paraguana now pokes ahead in front again. Fast Fantasy battles on from the outside, and then comes Tiger Key in third. Paraguana wearing down Fast Fantasy. Tiger Key making some ground late, but it's going to be Paraguana. Paraguana to score. Fast Fantasy holds second from Tiger Key. Baby Gaviota was fourth.
Number 1, Paraguana holds on to win it for Caroni Stable, trained by Rodolfo Garcia and ridden to victory today by apprentice Dylan Davis. The second race, 1 mile and 1/16 on the firm turf course, a claiming event for 4-year-olds and up. We have 1 scratch in here, number 7, Poco Man.
They're off. Sleepless Night started well. Malibu Way also fast out of the gate. Presumptive and Midnight Notes are up there too. Then it's Lighthouse Sound, followed by Serious Indeed, and Twin is at the back. It is Presumptive now the leader as they race for the turn on the inside. Malibu Way holds the rail, and these two will lead them early. Sleepless Night's now going to slip through on the inside of them in a tight spot there. And then Malibu Way steadied and is back running in third in tight quarters. On the far outside, Midnight Notes is going up too. And then it's back to Lighthouse Sound. Extreme outside, Twin, Serious Indeed is last. And the pace appears to be slow as they race on the back stretch. And it's Presumptive in front by a neck. Malibu Way on the outside is second. Outside of them, it's Midnight Notes. Sleepless Night is close up, less than 2 lengths from the front. And then Twin on the far outside, followed by Lighthouse Sound. Serious Indeed is only 4.5 lengths off the lead as they continue their run toward the far turn. And it is Presumptive on the inside. Malibu Way right alongside. Outside of them, Midnight Notes, Sleepless Night, Twin, and Lighthouse Sound lined up behind them. And Serious Indeed. Around the far turn, Presumptive is the leader. Presumptive with Malibu Way right alongside. Outside of them, Midnight Notes. Sleepless Night cuts the corner in fourth. And then it's Lighthouse Sound and Twin. Final furlong, Presumptive and Malibu Way. And they're head and head on the lead. Malibu Way on the outside. Presumptive along the rail. They'll battle it out to the wire. Presumptive and Malibu Way bobbing heads all the way to the finish. It's going to be close. It's going to be Malibu Way over Presumptive, Midnight Notes, and Lighthouse Sound.
Number 5, Malibu Moon wins a squeaker. Owned by Ken and Sarah Ramsey, trained by Mike Maker, ridden to victory today by Joel Rosario. We'll take a short break and be back for the third race in about a minute.
ExpressBet brings you a whole new way to play the races. An easier, better way to wager on your favorite tracks. With a more streamlined interface for faster wagering. With more handicapping insights from our world-class experts. With more racetracks, nearly 200 to choose from. And with your personalized multi-view wagering screen, your tracks, your wager pad, and your video are all on one page. It's simply the best way to play the races. Your way. Welcome to ExpressBet. your way to play.
OBS, the 2-year-old source to the world in 2013. With undefeated juvenile champion Asia Express drawing high praise in Japan. 2-time Breeders' Cup champion Secret Circle. And Breeders' Cup 3rd mile winner Golden Sense in North America. Make plans to find your next champion at OBS 2-year-old sales in 2014. OBS, we measure success by performance.
Welcome back for the third race. 7.5 furlongs on the firm turf course. It's a maiden event for maiden 3-year-olds. Scratch the 9 financial modeling. And note the jockey on the number 6 is Luis Contreras.
They're off. Chunnel came out the best and goes out to take the early lead. Rump and Reed on the inside, also with speed. Charitable is close up as well. And then Professor Pegasus on the far outside, followed by Part and Private Relations as they move into the turn. And then it's Sharp Stick on the inside, who was second last early, racing 7 lengths off the lead. Bird Tap trails the field, 9 lengths off of dueling leaders Chunnel and Charitable. And these two will take him to the backstretch, 1-2, and their heads apart on the lead. Part is on the outside of them, a length behind after a 24-4 opening quarter mile. And then it's Rump and Reed to the inside of Professor Pegasus. Private Relations in behind them, well held at this stage and racing about 5 lengths off the lead. Break of another 2 back to Sharp Stick, and still Bird Tap at the back of the field with 8 lengths to make up as they race for the far turn. It's Chunnel and Charitable, and their noses apart on the lead. They went 48-1 for a half mile. Part is just off of them, while Rump and Reed rides the rail, and Private Relations picks it up from 5th. Sharp Stick goes up on the far outside, and Bird Tap is in behind Horses Needing Room. They're coming to the top of the stretch. Charitable and Chunnel turn for home together. On the outside, Part comes after them. Up the rail, it's Rump and Reed. Private Relations to the outside, Bird Tap and Sharp Stick, and they're into the final 16th, and it's Part in front. Private Relations. Here comes Sharp Stick on the far outside. Chunnel's on the rail. It's going to be Part. Part won it from Private Relations, Chunnel, and Sharp Stick.
Number 5, Part, wins the photo on the line there. You see the photo, owned by William Ferrone, trained by Barclay Tagg, ridden to victory today by Joe Rocco Jr. The 4th race, back on the fast main track at 6 furlongs. It's for maiden 4-year-olds and upward. 1 scratch to 5, Heaven's Touch. The jockey on the 4, Pasolini, is Joel Rosario.
They're off. Dr. J. Dub had a good start. Take to the streets out of the gate well, too. Pasolini broke 3rd, and then Easement and Copeland's Jet. Up the backstretch, and it's going to be Dr. J. Dub to take the early lead. And the favorite, Take to the Streets, will sit second, a length and 3/4 off the pacemaker. And then it's Copeland's Jet and Easement right together. And outside of them, Pasolini is 3.5 lengths off of front-running Dr. J. Dub, who races 22-3 for the first quarter mile. In front of half a length. Take to the Streets on the outside. Second, Easement is 3rd by 2, Pasolini 4th, and Copeland's Jet last of them all in losing ground. On the far turn, Dr. J. Dub, Take to the Streets, Easement sent up after them. Pasolini is wide and running in 4th as they come toward the top of the stretch. And now it's Take to the Streets, and on the inside, Pasolini rather coming 4 wide, and they're into the stretch. Take to the Streets, Pasolini on the far outside, Dr. J. Dub along the rail. Now it's Pasolini. Pasolini has gone by Take to the Streets, and Dr. J. Dub is pulling away under a hand ride from Joel Rosario. Pasolini, very impressive. Very close for second. Dr. J. Dub, Take to the Streets. Easement was 4th.
Number 4, Pasolini, very impressive. Wins it in hand for Darley Stable, trained by Kieran McLaughlin, and that gives jockey Joel Rosario his 2nd victory on today's card. The 5th race, 6 furlong claiming event for 3-year-olds or 4-year-olds which have never won 2 races. Scratch the 7. Now, hear this, and note the jockey on the 9 is Kendrick Carmouche.
They're off. Happy Runner started quickly, and through on the inside is Raised Back to grab the lead. On the far outside, Runnin' Thunder and Port Conway are up there as well. And then it's Dreaming of Joey to the inside, who's 3 lengths off the lead. Devil's Peak is after that. Then Spirit of Dixie tees two-step in tight quarters on the inside. And at the back of the field, it's Financial Aid. And they race for the far turn where it's Raise Back in front. Raise Back leads the way by a length, moving around the far turn. And then it's Dreaming of Joey running in second to the inside. On the far outside, Port Conway is right there with Runnin' Thunder. Devil's Peak is next, and then comes Happy Runner. Financial Aid's taken to the outside for a clear run. Spirit of Dixie and Tees two-step, and they're coming toward the top of the stretch. And it is Raise Back turning for home on the lead. Spirit of Dixie alongside. These two turn for home, and now on the outside, here comes Runnin' Thunder to grab the lead, and Runnin' Thunder has moved away now at the 16th pole, pulling away from the others. Runnin' Thunder and Juan Leyva have drawn clear at the finish. Tees two-step's going to be second, and then came Devil's Peak and Raise Back.
Number 10, Runnin' Thunder springs the upset and pays $44.20 to win, owned by Norman Stables LLC, trained by Bill Kaplan, ridden to victory today by Juan Leyva. We're going to take a short break and be back for the 6th in just a few moments.
Racing towards the line, Academic Probation. She learned her lessons in the race, and she gets the diploma. Academic Probation.
Here's Rank has privileges to the lead. Thunder Run on the outside. Ring Weekend backs up to second against the rail. Rank has privileges to win it.
Multiple Grade 1 stakes winner Einstein, sire of impressive debut winners at Keeneland and Churchill Downs in his first crop, standing at Adena Springs.
A love of horses and a commitment to excellence have come together in the heart of Florida's Marion County. Owned by lifelong horseman Benjamin Leon Jr., Basilou Stables has assembled top-notch thoroughbreds, breeding and racing the champions of today and tomorrow. Breeders' Cup winner Royal Delta has thrilled the racing world with back-to-back wins in the Ladies' Classic. As a multi-year sponsor of the Fountain of Youth and the Florida Derby, Basilou Stables is a proud sponsor of Gulfstream Park.
Welcome back for our 6th race of the afternoon. It's on the turf, and it's at 1 mile. It's a maiden claiming race, and it's for maiden and 3-year-olds. Scratch number 11, Dolan's Joy. The jockey on the 2 is Alex Solis.
They're off. Dusty Moore hesitated coming out of the gate. It's Valid Concept on the inside. Skestos right alongside. Out for the lead together. Waliana and Prince Zurs on the far outside are after that. And then Giant Cat along the rail, followed by Brasiliano, and paired to the outside as they race for the turn. It's a break of another 2.5 lengths. Back to Colonel John racing inside of Dusty Moore. Last of them all is a Caramelao as they race on the first turn in toward the backstretch in 24 1/5 seconds. Skestos and Joe Rocco Jr. make the pace 3/4 of a length. Waliana second to the outside. And then it's Valid Concept. Prince Zurs paired on the far outside. In behind them, Giant Cat and Brasiliano, who's 4.5 lengths off the lead and 3.5 clear of Colonel John. And then comes Dusty Moore to the outside. A Caramelao is last as they continue the run up the backstretch toward the far turn. Skestos and Waliana, 48 3 for a half mile, their noses apart. And now Prince Zurs comes up and after them. On the far outside, paired is 4th, Valid Concept. 5th comes under a ride at the rail. Giant Cat is next on the outside, and then Brasiliano. They're coming to the top of the stretch, and it's Waliana. Waliana turning for home in front. Prince Zurs to the outside. Valid Concept squeezing through. Giant Cat is closing on the far outside. Brasiliano is in behind horses, but Waliana is pulling away. Waliana is pulled away by 3. Valid Concept is second. Waliana and Corey Lannery to score. Over Valid Concept. Looked like Brasiliano got third from Giant Cat.
Number 7, Waliana crosses the wire first. It's owned by Mike Tarp. It's trained by Dale Romans and ridden to victory today by Corey Lannery. The 7th race, a 7 furlong sprints. It's an allowance optional claimer for 4-year-olds and upward. We have one jockey change in here on number 7, Elusive Success. Make the rider Joel Rosario.
They're off. Risk Factor came out running. Risk Factor, Accelerare, and Best Man on the inside out for the lead. Right up there, Too Little Distorted makes it 4 in a line. Palm Island is away running in 5th. After that comes Elusive Success, 6th by another 2. And they're followed by Morgan's Gorilla, and Mountain Eagle trails the field as they move up the back stretch. It is Best Man, Little Distorted, Accelerare to the outside. Palm Island in behind them. Risk Factors on the far outside. They went 22 and 3 for the first quarter mile. Then it's Elusive Success and Morgan's Gorilla. And far behind now is Mountain Eagle around the far turn. And it is Best Man in front by a neck. Accelerare sent along second. Risk Factor moves up on the far outside. And then it's Little Distorted, Palm Island, Elusive Success moving up 4 wide. And Morgan's Gorilla, 44 and 4/2 mile. They're coming to the top of the stretch. And Best Man keeps on battling for the lead at the rail. Elusive Success circles up on the far outside. Risk Factor between those two. Farther out, Palm Island gains ground. Accelerare is back to 5th. It is Elusive Success, Best Man, Risk Factor, and Palm Island, and they're all coming to the wire. The 4 of them all have a shot. Here they come to the finish. It's going to be Best Man holding on the rail. Risk Factor, Elusive Success, and Palm Island.
What a performance by #1 Best Man. He was headed, fought back on the inside and won. Paid $62 to win. Owned by Peter E. Blum Thoroughbreds LLC, trained by James Jerkins, and that gives apprentice rider Dylan Davis his second win on the card. The 8th race, a 6-furlong sprint. It's for maiden filly 3-year-olds. We have a full field of 13 runners. A jockey change on the number 13. Make the Elvis left the building trio.
They're off. And it's Princess Violet, who goes out to take the early lead. Size on the inside has speed. Hanalei Haley on the outside is away running in 3rd. Jay Quirk is 4th. Then Angel Code and Kissimmee twice on the inside. They're followed by Snow Bell, who's 4 lengths off the lead and outside of horses. Then 50 Shades Lighter. Sea Trouble is after that. And then back to Red Parasol. Check Up from Zinekup is next. And then Small World and Petite Warrior is last. 22 and 1 was the opening quarter mile, and Size leads the way on the far turn, 3/4 of a length. Princess Violet second to the outside, and then it's Kissimmee twice running in 3rd, 2 lengths off of them. Hanalei Haley's under a drive, full out in 4th, put to the whip. Then Jay Quirk on the inside and Angel Code, and they're coming to the top of the stretch. And it is Size and Princess Violet, and the 2 of them come to the 8th pole, well clear the others. Princess Violet on the outside, and Size keeps on battling on the rail. Princess Violet and Edgar Prado, Size and Joel Rosario, nose to nose. Size, Princess Violet, Size has it, Size beats Princess Violet on the wire. And then it was Kissimmee twice and Check Up from Zinekup.
Number 5, Size, wins the photo and gives jockey Joe El Rosario his 3rd victory on the card. Owned by Adele Deschanel and Claiborne Farm, trained by Bill Mott. The 9th race is 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf. It's an allowance optional claimer for fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and up. 8 runners going to the post. The off-time favorite, number 3. Why, Catherine?
They're off. Why Catherine had a very good start, the favorite right out to the front. And then it's Win for Kitten on the inside with Auntie Martha right alongside. Spring Reason, there goes Minx on the far outside. Abbey Street is right up in there too, and then comes Ipso Facto. At the back of the field, Magical World, letting them work up front, sits 6 lengths off the lead. And the leader is the favorite, Why Catherine. Minx puts the pressure on now to the outside. Right behind them is Win for Kitten in 3rd. They went 25 flat for the first quarter mile. After that comes Auntie Martha, Spring Reason to the outside, 5th by a length and a half. And then it's Abbey Street and Zipso Facto right together. They're 5.5 lengths off the lead, while Magical World has 8 lengths to make up and continues to race last up the back stretch. Why Catherine and John Velasquez making the pace. It's been an easy one so far. They're in front by about a length. Minx is second after a 48 and 3/2 mile. Win for Kitten 3rd to the inside. Auntie Martha 4th. Spring Reason follows them. Now 5 lengths off the lead. Zipso Facto and Abbey Street are next. And Magical World around the far turn. Why Catherine's had it all her way so far. Why Catherine the leader, 3/4 in 1:11 and 2. The lead is a length. Minx is running in second. Auntie Martha swings up on the outside. They're into the stretch and under a hand ride. Why Catherine set sail for home and pulls away by 3. Minx left behind, and then comes Auntie Martha to the outside, but it's all Why Catherine. Why Catherine and John Velasquez win it easily over Minx. And then came Auntie Martha and Zipso Facto fourth.
Number 3, Why Catherine, a very nice performance, owned by Terra Racing Stable, trained by Tino Attard, ridden to victory by John Velasquez. We'll take a break and be back for the final 2 races of the afternoon in just a moment.
ExpressBet brings you a whole new way to play the races. An easier, better way to wager on your favorite tracks. With a more streamlined interface for faster wagering. With more handicapping insights from our world-class experts. With more racetracks, nearly 200 to choose from. And with your personalized multi-view wagering screen, your tracks, your wager pad, and your video are all on one page. It's simply the best way to play the races. Your way. Welcome to ExpressBet. Your way to play.
If you've got your crew in Miller Lite, you've got Miller time.
Grab me one. It's Miller time!
But what if one of your crew is Ken Jeong?
Zoink!
What's with the pig?
Wait. No way! The pig! Did you teach him that?
Yeah, I did. Sorry I'm late. I came straight from work. Man, this line's ridiculous. No joke. Ken!
I'm that guy from that thing!
Give me one. Miller one. Man, hey, wait.
It's not just a good time, it's Miller time.
Welcome back. Race 10 was declared a no contest to protect a fallen jockey. The 11th race, 1 mile on the turf. It's a maiden claiming event for maiden filly 3-year-olds. 1 jockey changing here on number 7. Make the rider Elvis Trujillo.
They're off. Very slow start by Secret Fascination. Shy Society, Auntie Pearl on the outside, and West Virginia Mountain Mama out for the lead. Trio of Mischief is away with speed to the inside of them, and Trio of Mischief just steadied. Looked like Trio of Mischief clipped heels as they went into the turn. The leader is Shy Society. Shy Society, 3/4 of a length. West Virginia Mountain Mama running in second. Trio of Mischief third, and now swung to the outside for a clear path. And then it's Auntie Pearl, Showtime Samurai to the inside, and Siawe behind them. Then Arissa, Mountain Sprite is next. Then back to Secret Fascination, and Cleveland is at the back. 24-1 was the first quarter. Up the backstretch, Shy Society, a half length on top of West Virginia Mountain Mama. And then comes Trio of Mischief running in third just outside of them. Showtime Samurai is fourth. Then it's Auntie Pearl. Arissa moving up in between horses. Siawe's there on the outside. Secret Fascination, Mountain Sprite, and Cleveland. 47-3 for a half mile around the far turn. Shy Society, West Virginia Mountain Mama, Trio of Mischief, Auntie Pearl coming 4 wide. Now they're across the track. And then it's Arissa. Cleveland picks it up on the far outside, and they're into the stretch. And it's Shy Society, West Virginia Mountain Mama. On the far outside, Auntie Pearl. Trio of Mischief. Arissa is gaining ground now. Up the fence, Secret Fascination. Cleveland on the far outside. Shy Society holding on to the lead. Arissa coming. Arissa getting to Shy Society in time. Arissa won it, then Shy Society, followed by Cleveland in a photo with Secret Fascination and Auntie Pearl.
Number 1, Arissa wins the final race and pays $29.40 to win. The pick 4, 4 of 4, 548.20. The pick 5, 5 of 5, $83,348.25. Pick 6, 6 of 6, $17,858.18. The carryover, $3,325,154.33. And that wraps up Sunday's card. We'll be back on Wednesday with 10 live races. Going to be a great week at Gulfstream Park. Good night and good luck.